Hello YouTube, Lytbringr here again, bringing you another Destiny 2 video. This one will hopefully be somewhat short. I am going to be doing the obligatory differences and what you need numbers-wise between mobility, resilience, and recovery in Destiny 2. Mobility, as always, is like the agility stat from Destiny 1. It affects your jump height and your move speed. You don't... Resilience is the amount of damage you can take. Now, this does not mean damage reduction. I see a lot of people going, well, it means you take less damage. No, you still take the crap ton of damage a normal guy would do to you, but by taking... you can just take more of it. Pretty much, this is your HP stat. Which, when bad guys are doing 30 or 40 damage to you, I think the resilience only adds like 5 to 10 HP. So... And recovery is how quickly you... Originally, it makes it sound like it makes when your HP bar starts to recover, how quickly it recovers. This is not the case. It is how quickly you start to recover HP, which I think is more useful. Because you're sitting at the red, you're weighing behind cover, and it takes 7 seconds to start at 0 recovery. I had to learn this from a friend because Warlocks, by default, all of our gear gives us recovery, so I cannot hit 0. But recovery is useful to me. Ooh, the Skull of Dire Hamkara is back? Yes! Now I need to get one someday, hopefully. Okay. The reason my stats are this way is because recently Planet Destiny released a video of their Warlock player doing trials. He and his team went flawless. He went flawless, never died, went 13-0 on kills, was able to hold off the entire enemy team multiple times without dying and would just go to the red, and his numbers were 138. Because obviously being able to start health recovery is nice if you can get cover or some sort of overshield like we can with our rifts. Resilience at a 4 meant he could take that 1 or 2 extra bullets before he had to run or realized he was in the red, and it would give him that 1 or 2 extra bullets. Oh, there's a campfire down here. Requires Sentry 4. What the heck is Sentry 4? Okay, I'm gonna stop walking around. And he had a mobility of 1. These numbers are better explained, and people have done the math and will show you the full math. I am just, again, reciprocating this information. Mobility, your jump height, and your move speed, yes, they're important, but there's gear that boosts your move speed and agility and jump height. And for the most part, when you're doing PvE, PvP, 2 or 3 points of mobility is not going to matter. Most of the numbers I've seen, your speed won't be noticeably different until you go from like 3 to 10. At 10, you will notice you jump higher, you move faster. At like 12 or 13, your jump height is a full Guardian's height extra to your jump. So break that down, and like 2 or 3 points in mobility is you jump a head higher, which isn't going to help you make any jumps. Resilience, the best thing I saw was a guy took his Titan and just stood in the Vex Milk on Nessus for X number of hits until he died.
I'd love to get into your library, Warlock.
At 0 resilience... No, he must have been using a Hunter then, or Warlock, because they're the only ones that can go 0. Either way, it doesn't matter. At 0, he was able to stand in there and died at 13 hits. At 8, he was able to stand in there again until 13. And he did this progressively. I'm just shortening the story. At 13 to 18, which was the cap for this character on resilience, he was able to stand in there for 4 hits, which that's only 1 extra hit. So resilience to me isn't really worth that much. Like, I don't know how much damage the Vex Milk does, but when it takes between 13 or 14, the health I'm gaining from my resilience stat isn't good enough to make it worth it. Recovery is the simplest of the 3 to explain. With every point of recovery you gain, you are gaining 0.2 seconds on the time it takes for you to start HP recovery. At base 0, that number is 7 seconds. At the cap of like 16, 17, 18, I think it hits like 4.8 seconds. So we'll round up to 5. That is 2 seconds faster recovery, and you will notice that when you really need to recover your HP. Because of that, I did mention earlier that the guy doing trials was doing a 1-4-8 run, and I understand that Crucible is pretty much still the main focus of Destiny. Like, half the game's mechanics were retweaked just because of Crucible, so don't tell me PvE was ever a main focus. Yes, they focused on it to try and fix some things, but Crucible will and has always been Bungie's #1 thing, because they want to go competitive, just taking some risks and being a flawless game. Because that's never going to happen at this point after seeing the game. Like, it's not going to happen. So recovery, I would say, is the best stat to go for, followed by kind of an even mix of mobility or resilience. Now again, if you want to tank and you want to take more hits than the rest of the team, or you like rezzing your friends or your partners or whatever, then resilience and mobility might be the 2 you focus on. Recovery's not important. I'm a warlock. I have a rift that will heal me, but because the cooldown on it is a full minute, I like recovery as kind of a backup heal thing. I want to be a my HP is constantly coming back tank, not a I can take a crap ton of hits but I can't heal very fast tank. So with that said, here is a picture of me staring into the fire. Did you know there was a fire pit in the farm? I didn't know that. There's a dock. Who knew? With that, guys, lights out.